Hey everyone, it's your girl Emily Curl, and today we're hanging out with AJR. Hi guys, how are y'all?
Good, thank you.
Now today we're going to be doing iHeart's Frame by Frame. We are breaking down the behind the scenes and deconstructing key moments from your new video, Way Less Sad. Does that sound good?
Well, sounds great.
Love it.
So this video was so cool, such a clear aesthetic, and we're excited to do a frame by frame with you guys. And in our Google stalking of the video, you shot this January, right? This January 2021.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so this is recent. What was that quarantine production like?
It was very good. It was one of the first, because the recent videos that we've been doing have been just us. So it was a lot to take on for sure, because it was such it was a lot bigger budget than we're used to. It was a lot of weird concepts, and there was actually there was a COVID scare in the beginning of the filming process with the director. It turns out he was fine, but it was like the first day filming. It was like, hey, I've been exposed to this, you should probably check, and thank God he actually didn't have it. But it was like that was very scary. But it actually went really well.
Like, we're gonna break down all the cool frames. Again, the upside down frame. I was nervous for you, Jack. I was like, I'm scared.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Was that like the most painful thing you've been through?
Probably.
Really?
In terms of a video, definitely the most painful.
All right, well, let's start with the opening frame. So to us in New York, we recognize a TWA hotel immediately at JFK. Such a cool vibe. I've always wanted to go here. How did you originally choose this location?
That was
Eduardo, the director.
Yes, yeah.
I think he was like PAing on a film shoot for something, and he was there. And then my girlfriend randomly was like the location scout for this video, so she contacted them. We literally did this all in-house.
Yeah, it had such a great aesthetic to it, of course. It's just, you get in there and it's like you're transported back, and every single frame it looks good. You know, like you can't really do any wrong when you're in there.
And now, did you guys have the entire hotel to yourself for the shoot?
No, there were people there. There were fans like spying on us, and we didn't learn that till after, like 2 days later, like when they posted all these behind the scenes photos on Twitter of like, look what I was doing the other day, and they're like crouched behind the thing filming us. Yeah, so definitely we were not alone.
That's so funny. And now, was this a full day shoot, a couple days? What was the timeline for this?
The whole music video was like a week, or am I misremembering?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, it was long.
Well, I love this. Such a cool opening shot. Let's jump ahead. We see this really cool carousel set. Where was this? Is this also in New York?
Yes, that's in Dumbo, like right on the, what park is that, Adam? Williamsburg?
Is it the Brooklyn Bridge Park? I can't
Maybe
remember.
Brooklyn Bridge Park or something. Yeah, but there's right on the water there in Dumbo, there's a great looking carousel. I think it's exactly what we imagined, that exact frame all lit up like that. And all these people crossing are all people that worked for us on the crew. Those are
that was my next thing. I was like, are these extras? Are these people actually here?
So yeah, it was really empty. It was like very late at night, freezing cold. There was no one there, so we were like, okay, it makes it look like there was so many people working on our crew. I'm not sure they did a really good job.
I think they crossed back and forth over and over again.
Yeah, the same person. I think Eduardo, our director's in there at some point. You can see him. Yeah.
All the cameos. No, okay, shooting in January, this had to be freezing, and you're not wearing a coat. Or were you guys so cold?
It was freezing cold, yes, absolutely. There's no way around it. Freezing.
Now, what also looks freezing is we cut ahead to this moment of you guys underwater. Now, this was a crazy moment to watch. The three of you in this underwater cage. Are you actually in the water here?
No, this is visual effects completely. We were inside this little pod that was randomly, it wasn't even planned. It was in this like warehouse that we were filming in. They're like, oh, this looks kind of cool. So we had the idea to go in and light it and go like singing the thing like that underwater. And then our visual effects artist added in the bubbles after and made it look like we were underwater.
Yeah, something we learned with this is that you can add visual effects onto something, but often it looks kind of janky. What really helps is adding practical effects. So we had, you see how Jack's hat, it's like floating. We had two very thin strings with two people holding either side of it to kind of make it look like it was floating, and then me and Adam kind of doing this. It really added to the VFX.
So y'all were all sort of going in slow motion to make it look a little bit more.
Yeah, we were pretending like we were underwater.
I was fully arguing. I was like, no, guys, I actually think they're underwater.
We got a lot of those. We were really shocked. We thought everyone would know right away, but we're so glad it.
Well, I was wondering, I was like, how long can they hold their breath? Like, that's truly, if you had to do it, how long do you think you could do it?
Oh, I am so bad at holding my breath. We did another music video where we were underwater for like a second, and maybe I could hold my breath for 10 seconds at the most.
Can you guys watch Adam's expression during the underwater shot? He is visibly not happy about the shot. He's literally like, "Are we done?" Yeah. Make sure you go check that.
Now, this is my next favorite shot where we see a ton of Jack on the escalator. Now, how long did this take to get this shot and to get this edit?
We did an open casting call for people that looked exactly like Jack.
We did sort of like the Eminem, the Eminem Grammy performance. No, this took probably only about an hour or so.
Yeah,
it was probably the easiest shot of the whole video. It was literally just putting the camera on a tripod and not moving it, and then the VFX artist sort of just kind of layered all of them together.
Now, do we know how many Jacks are here total? Have you guys counted?
I think in total, I'm not sure we used all of them, but we probably did 50 takes or so.
I think there's probably like 30, maybe 20.
Yeah, I think it got to, there was supposed to be one in front right here. There was supposed to be one on the ceiling. We had to take some out to make it look good.
Oh, you did? You had to take some Jacks out?
Yeah.
So for Adam and Ryan, how many Jacks is too many Jacks, just in real life?
One.
Yeah. Way too many.
This is the one where, Jack, you're sitting on the luggage cart and we see Adam and Ryan pushing behind. Walk me through the technicalities of this. Was the camera rigged to the cart? Were you guys actually pushing Jack? What went into this shot?
Yeah, it was like you said, it was rigged to the cart. This was a cart that we bought beforehand, and Stefan, our DP, he's amazing. He set up we had this shot. Probably the first idea for the video was this shot of like me and the camera on the cart. So we like rigged it completely perfectly. And it was just them behind there. And we went through, I'm sure we'll have to end up posting in some way behind the scenes where they crashed me into the wall a few different times. I spun out a few times. We were on a hill too, so I was really gathering momentum. That was a dangerous one. I'm guessing if we had some sort of like supervision there, they would have kind of nixed it right away, but we didn't.
That's so funny. I was wondering because it looks like you're going fast. I was like, were you scared at all? Were you guys scared pushing him?
I think in like a music video setting, you don't get scared. I think you want the shot way more than are you too scared to do something, and then you just deal with it after if you get hurt. Kind of like the hanging upside down.
We were willing to sacrifice Jack for the shot, run him into the wall in order just to get it exactly perfect.
Do it for the art. You got to do it. All right, so let's jump ahead. The shot of Ryan walking on the carousel, and we see it from the ground view up. And it's a really interesting lens. Now, I'm not sure if you guys would know this, but do you know what lens was used to get this angle?
Oh, I love that you're asking that because it's actually 100% CGI. Nothing was filmed.
What? Y'all are blowing my mind with this.
Yeah. We used this guy, Caleb, who's this like Instagram VFX guy, and he was a fan of ours. He made a video to Bummerland, our song. And we reached out to him saying, do you want to do VFX for this video? He has such a great way of doing VFX where it's so tasteful. Exactly what you're saying, where you can't tell that there's CGI. We're underwater, or there's this low, wide angle shot. Because like technically that shot from below me is pretty impossible to get. Like even with a GoPro.
We were like, how did they do that?
Yeah.
This makes sense.
Yeah, if you look closely, it's all like a CGI body double with my face like projection mapped onto the face of the double.
What?
Cool, right?
That's so cool. That's so interesting. And now, did you know from the beginning you wanted to do something like that, or that sort of came after?
I'm trying to remember. We wanted to not just have a CGI shot out of nowhere. You know what? It was based off of, maybe this is what you're talking about. It was based off an Instagram video that Caleb made. And we said like, we should integrate it in some way like that. But we should feel like Ryan is on shrooms walking through the carousel, like what the feeling that you get from that.
So Caleb's idea, and you just sort of ripped him off a little bit, right? Nice.
This magnifying lens was such a cool transition. I love this part. First off, we got to say, where are you guys on this beach? Because I know this has to be cold too.
This was by far the coldest day. This is Coney Island. Not where the rides are or where the beach. It's another beach, kind of on the opposite side, sticking into, I don't even know what this is. Like that like gulf off of like Brooklyn, and you can kind of see Staten Island. It's a weird, very reclusive thing that like no one was there. So it worked perfectly for filming. And Adam probably ran more in that shot than he did in the last 15 years of being on this earth. But, right?
Yeah. How many times did you guys have to take that shot?
Only like 3, but still, that's still
three runs up and down that hill.
It was still the most running.
Now this is cool. Where did the creative vision come from for this like magnifying transition?
This was another thing, another Caleb thing, where I think he had some kind of similar thing on his Instagram, and we said, oh, we could integrate that idea into the video, and then we just needed to pick the right runner, and then we found him.
And Adam saved the day.
We had a lot of auditions, and I just.
No one does it as well as him.
Proud of you. All right, let's get to our next one. Now, this is the one that we've been talking about. This upside down moment is insane. First off, it looked uncomfortable. How hard was it to get in and out of this rig?
Far and away the most dangerous thing we've ever done in a video. It was really, there was the production designer guy, and there was a ladder that we built, and he had to help me up the ladder, and I put one ankle in at a time, and he sort of kind of carried me down and then let me go. And then it was the exact opposite for getting me out. It was the kind of thing where I went into it being like, oh, I'm gonna be able to hang out there for like 20 minutes or so. And it was maybe a minute max. We did one take and then I had to come down and then go back up and then come back down. It was,
I was gonna say, did you get dizzy? Was the blood rushing to your head? Like, were you
the blood
okay?
the blood rush to the head. The ankles were definitely not, it was very, like Ryan said, it was very janky. It was not, that's not how a professional, I don't think, would have done it. I think because it's an homage to a Penn and Teller bit. In their bit on SNL, it's actually so cool. You should go check it out. They're hanging upside down for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and you cannot tell it all. And they're doing like magic and all this sort of stuff, and it's unbelievable. So I think this was a little safer. This was definitely put together very quick.
That's so cool. Well, it's interesting, the inspiration, because when we were talking about this, we were thinking it was like maybe a special effects turntable, and we were getting like Fred Astaire royal wedding vibes, where it's like, he's walking in. So that's what we were wondering, if it was like, something to do with the effects, but like you guys were actually hanging upside down shooting it like that.
If we had done the rotating room, it probably would have been the entire budget of the video. I don't think we could have afforded the Fred Astaire, like this guy,
Good to know. Now, we have one more clip for you, one of the last frames.
I'm glad.
We had to pull this up. It looks like you're having a great time on the escalator. Tell us about this last shot.
I was having a great time. I always got to pull out some sort of dance move in the video, and it was kind of that time of the night. It was like probably verging on midnight where I was kind of done. It was like, okay, I've had enough of this, and then the shirt came right off. And it was really just the moment of when Jack got really overtired, and in the first cut, our director Fred Eduardo, he put it in as a joke, and we were like, obviously we have to keep that. That's going to be everyone's GIF or GIF or whatever that they're going to do. So I've gotten a lot of friends that I haven't talked to in a really long time reaching out just because of that.
Jack, look at your face on the right side, like you're looking at your other face, and it just starts to smile a little bit at your other.
Good touch. Yeah.
I just love this too because it's no shirt, but the hat stays.
The hat always stays on. Absolutely.
I love it. Well, guys, this was so fun. I love the video. It's such a vibe. Congratulations, Way Less Sad. Over 3 million views on YouTube. So for everyone watching, if you haven't watched the video, go check it out. Way Less Sad by AJR. And I also have to say, congratulations, your new album is out now, OK Orchestra. Tell us a little bit about this project.
Yeah, we made this entire album in quarantine, in the pandemic. As soon as we decided, okay, we're going to spend 2020 making an album and not just, sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves, we really just jumped in. And I think we made some of the most inward-facing, interesting, contemplative music that we've ever made, because we weren't distracted by anything. We were just forced to think about that time in 8th grade that you said something to someone and now it affects how you relate to everybody. And that's like the really interesting meat of songs. And so this is like some of the most proud we've ever been of our music.
That's amazing. For each of you, what is like the one song that you most relate to right now off the album?
I wouldn't say it's the song I relate to the most, but it's the song I like the most. And since Ryan and Jack played it for me at the very beginning, it's been my favorite on the album. It's a song called Joe. And it's a really weird and different song. It's a strange concept that I've never heard a song about this concept before. But yeah, take a listen.
Oh, that's so cool.
The song that I can most relate to, probably our song Adventure Is Out There. That song, the concept is very quarantine-y. It's like about the, how the drug of staying inside and doing nothing all day and being jealous of everyone that's out there, not being able to like get the courage or strength to actually go outside and do something. And it's a very relatable idea at the moment of quarantine and being lazy and not really being happy and what are you going to do with your life, that whole thing.
For me, probably Way Less Sad at the moment. I feel like it's like how we're feeling in our own lives. I feel like it's how a lot of people are feeling of like, all right, we can't celebrate yet, but like we're just doing a little bit better than we were last year. So maybe that's a reason to kind of celebrate.
That's so true. AJR, thank you guys so much for being here. Congrats on the album. Congrats on Way Less Sad. And hopefully next time we see you, we'll be in real life.
Yes. Thanks so much. Good to see you again.
You too. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks so much for watching this Frame by Frame with AJR about their video Way Less Sad. You can stream their new album, OK Orchestra, out now on iHeartRadio. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.